I'm already pressed for time as it is. Mother's waiting for me on the wharf.
Ja. Ja. Dann eben nicht. Trifft deine Mutter am Anleger. Auf ins Gebälk.
De Richet, sticking your nose everywhere again.
Wow, what's the matter with him? Excuse me, monsieur. I don't follow you.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
Why? What are you talking about?
I am talking about what you are doing. This conference is going to boost my career. There is no question of me letting you ruin everything. I just surprised Piaget and Volner talking. You are about to rob Mortimer. Give me what you took from him, immediately.
Let's keep calm, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to cut this short, quick.
Zur Vernunft bringen.
Look, I don't know what you're going on about, and I don't have time for this right now.
Don't think on getting rid of me so easily, De Richet. Where have you been?
Did Lord Mortimer tell you you could trust me?
Yes, but...
So, I'm working for him right now, and you're wasting my time with your questions. Look, if he hasn't taken you into his confidence, then you shouldn't know yet.
I'll soon figure out what you are up to. And I am convinced that you have indeed robbed Mortimer. The game is up. Give me what you took from him.
You know, this is becoming an obsession with you.
Show me what you are carrying, or I will call the servants.
Ihm ein seltenes Manuskript geben, ihm einen anderen Gegenstand aushändigen, ihm nichts geben, ihn durcheinander bringen.
Very well. Fair is fair. You've exposed me. Here. This is what I took from him. Look, I'm sorry. I acted on a bizarre impulse.
I don't know either, and frankly, you have disappointed me. That said, it is not as bad as I thought it would be. Right. We'll leave it there. I'm glad that things have been cleared up.
So, are we finished here?
Indeed we are. I shall leave you.
That's right. Go play somewhere else. See you later, monsieur. Come on. I have to hurry up and join my mother at the wharf now.
Ja, dann geh doch rein. So. Jetzt ist der Weg. Ich gehe durch den großen Konferenzraum. Was soll da schon passieren? Irgendwer wird mich wieder aufhalten, right? Und ich komme hier nicht durch. Löwen? Was macht hier Löwen? Eigentlich hätte andersrum. Und fragt mich, ob ich hoch hätte gehen können, aber vielleicht finde ich das gleich noch raus. Wenn ich durch die Bibliothek renne. Was auch eher aufhaltend ist als zielführend. Und der nächste, der mich trifft. Oder auch nicht. Und jetzt aus dem Nichts. Lock. Doch nicht. Ich hab jetzt irgendwie erwartet, dass da was auftaucht.
Louis. Perfect timing.
As luck would have it.
Come, my boy. I would like to have a word with you.
Ja, Sprechen wir doch mal.
Come closer, please. It's time we had a little chat.
What's wrong, my lord? Tell me, what's with all the bodyguards?
Louis, it's time you found out the truth. I've been observing you since you arrived. I see you running all over the grounds in the search of Sarah. I would like to prevent her from leading you even further down the wrong road.
Okay.
You see, Sarah and I have known each other for a very long time, Louis. I am aware of her theory. About me, about Gregory, about the demons. She's right. Look at me. I have inhabited this body since 1191. For the last 602 years, I have been this dear William Mortimer.
You've been Mortimer for 600 years? How long have the demons been among mankind?
Oh, I don't think I'd be lying if I said that we have always been here.
Okay.
And you truly have the power to manipulate the thoughts of men.
That's right. Every demon has the capacity to infiltrate the minds of men and to read and steer their thoughts.
Can you tell me more about your capacities, your supernatural powers?
Supernatural? From my point of view, they are perfectly natural. Well,
Yeah.
Louis, just because the monkey does not fly doesn't mean that we should consider the bird a supernatural creature.
Punkt.
We are all part of a grand design. We are simply made like this. By developing our art, we are able to read thoughts as well as write in the minds of men. It is possible for us to make them bow to our desire, but it doesn't work without leaving some scars.
Und 20.
And what do you do with this power?
We help them, of course.
Of course you do. And you expect me to believe that, I suppose.
Louis, demon is just a word. It all depends on what exists beneath the surface. I understand that this isn't easy. The culture of men is centered on the fact that demons are responsible for all the evils on Earth.
But if it's the same in every single culture, then maybe there might be something to it. Don't you think?
Certainly there is something to it. Control. Man has spent his existence wishing to believe in the supernatural and imposing his belief on others. What could be more convenient for manipulating the masses? A perfect, inaccessible being and a plethora of demons in every one. The perfect idea to relieve men of all responsibility while still finding them guilty.
Okay. Wie viele Dämonen gibt es?
Lucifer, the fallen archangel, left heaven accompanied by 133,306,668 angels. Is it true that there are that many of you?
No, I assure you, Louis. Forget your Bible class. It's ridiculous. We are not angels. We don't have wings. There is certainly nowhere near 1,000,000 of us. And for that matter, no sacred human text represents us correctly. There are several families, and the family to which I belong has 8 siblings, including Gregory and myself.
Sir Gregory is your brother?
Yes, what can I say? You can't choose your family. But it is very difficult to know exactly how many of us there are because a large number of our kind remain hidden or never reveal themselves even to us.
Okay, andere Fragen? Wie kann ich ihm das glauben?
Why should I trust you?
I'm not asking you to, Louis. If you are still in doubt about the demons, I can assure you that won't last long.
Warum erzählt ihr mir das alles?
But why me?
Why do I tell you about the greatest secret ever revealed to man?
That's right.
I'm coming to that. Don't worry.
Und was hat Mutter mit Einigung zu tun?
What has my mother got to do with all this?
She embarked on a crusade many years ago to kill all the demons.
That must have upset you. I imagine you retaliated.
No, I'm afraid she never forgave me.
Forgave what?
We met when she was still just a young woman. I appeared to her in a different form because I didn't want to reveal the identity of Lord Mortimer at that time. She was looking for someone interested in the occult to decipher an ancient book. We spent many years together, until I revealed my true nature to her.
What happened next?
She felt betrayed, manipulated, tricked. We had an argument. She rejected me, and then she simply disappeared. Just after that, she joined the Order and began to relentlessly hunt us down.
Okay, ja. Was haben Sie mit den Menschen vor?
What are the demons' projects for humanity?
Our aim has long since been to protect humanity from itself. On the other hand, although we give them the impulse to succeed, we don't all agree as to the path they take to achieve it.
Okay, ja. Was genau ist denn eigentlich ein
How would you qualify your species scientifically?
Good question. What is your area of expertise?
Philosophie, Physik, Biologie,
I would say biology.
So, I would class demons along with parasites.
The comparison's not very flattering. You live inside a host and you feed on that host. Do you not?
A large number of parasites are essential to the survival of their bearer, you know. We do indeed choose a host, we enter inside them, and we evolve with them. But if you prefer a more philosophical approach, or a more poetical one, consider us as an idea. We are an idea that penetrates the human spirit. But in fact, in no way are we a danger for our hosts. Quite the contrary, we strengthen them.
Okay. Mach weiter.
Continue.
Louis, it's time you opened your eyes. Come, you'll soon see.
After you.
Warum eine Konferenz entstand aus einfach ihren Willen aufzuzwingen? Hat Herr von Borchardt für ihn gearbeitet? Für seine Verbindung zu Elisabeth?
If you could manipulate us mentally, what's the point of all the theatrics of the conference?
You must suspect that we asked ourselves that very same question. For many centuries, we didn't organize any conferences, and most of the time, it ended in civil war between demons. Many of us were killed during this period. The idea of organizing conferences was the answer to everything. The interest being to erect some rules among ourselves. Our family first divided up all the principal countries of the world. Now, whenever one of us wanted to propose a major change between these countries, they summon the demon in question and initiate a conference. The demon that initiates the proposition doesn't have to give notification of the subject of the conference beforehand. Consequently, we participate along with our best assets. Once the humans are brought together, the conference begins, but we are forbidden to use our talents to influence the participants. The first meeting is held in order to expose the subject to all the participants, followed by several days of reflection, during which we are allowed to be persuasive but not to impose our will. A second meeting closes the conference with a final vote.
So, for you it's a game, isn't it?
I understand your remark, but after living several centuries, you stand back and enjoy what reflection and pleasure you can.
Ja, kann man so stehen lassen, ja. Wie wird bei globalen Fragen verfahren?
But how do you agree on global policy?
Locally, we often have competing interests, and sometimes we start wars between men which are linked to our disagreements. Most of the time, our father steps in and gives directives, which my family follow to the letter. Indeed, in my opinion, it is high time we moved on.
What do you mean?
I mean that a new era must begin. The old monarchic regimes are outdated, and it's time to evolve.
Okay, hat der von Borchardt für ihn gehauen?
So, von Borchardt, he was looking for the Al-Azif for you.
Exactly. Al-Azif has always belonged to my family, Louis. And with good reason. My father wrote much of it. Can you tell me what you've done with...
What, you mean the Al-Azif?
No, I already know that. Sarah came here with it and got rid of it. I was thinking of Von Bortert. He isn't essential, but he is a trusted person.
About him, how can I put this?
Ah, I see.
Well, he jumped me. It was him or me.
You don't need to justify yourself, Louis. Don't worry.
Ja, vom ganz am Anfang, ja. Verbindung zu Elisabeth?
Did what happened to Elizabeth Adams have anything to do with you?
Unfortunately, the poor girl became an issue between us, in spite of herself. A family of demons is still a family, and as in all families, there are disputes. Elizabeth's family, the Adams, has always been under the patriarchal control of my father. As he and myself are not really on very good terms, sending poor Elizabeth here was terribly rude of him, really.
You did accept, though.
No, I would say rather I was presented with a fait accompli by Gregory and went along with the intention of helping her. But this is my castle, and everyone is the master of their own home.
Ja.
It was you who killed her.
The child was already condemned, Louis. My father would never have let her be. I had to pass inside her mind and, yes, make her take her own life. Trapped between the unyielding control of my father and your mother's terrible treatments, I wouldn't wish a life like that on anyone. Would you?
So neither my mother nor Peru were ever guilty. You just gave me the runaround with that whole investigation.
Now, don't take it the wrong way. I was obliged to keep up appearances so that Gregory wouldn't suspect me. And it enabled me to size you up, Louis.
Und es würde erklären, warum ausgerechnet ich, den Fall lösen sollte, wo ich doch der Hauptverdächtige war.
I hope I've answered all your questions, Louis. Come, I've something to show you.
Ja,
There is one question that remains to be answered. Why me? Why tell me all of this?
Oh, haven't you guessed yet?
Sie braucht die Unterstützung des Ordens. Weißt du, worauf er hinaus will?
I mean, it's obvious you want me on your side, but that doesn't explain why you're telling me all these truths.
Louis, this conference is indeed of capital importance to me. And yes, I want you on my side. But that's not the main reason that compels me to confide in you.
What is it then?
Look, we are of the gods, Louis. Always have been. You, as much as me, you are one of us, Louis. You too are a demon.
Are you serious?
You know it. Deep down inside, you know I am telling you the truth. Where do you think that natural, charismatic presence comes from? Your talent must already have manifested itself somehow. Have you ever had any visions?
No. Stop it. It's absurd.
Have you never found yourself suddenly inside someone else's body without knowing why?
No.
Whilst asleep, maybe? That's how it often happens the first time. Your spirit wanders unconsciously.
My mother can't have lied to me about that.
It's true. Your real mother would never have lied to you.
What do you mean?
Louis, I would rather you found this out from her own lips, but it's important that you know. Sarah is not your mother.
What?
I'm sorry you had to find out this way, Louis. But you must know the truth before you commit an irreparable act.
No, no, it's not possible.
You are my son.
Hab ich irgendwie erwartet. Hey,
Well, well. So now you're his bastard. You really took me for a fool. Don't make a move, you clowns!
Everybody keep calm.
Don't say a word or I'll shoot your kid! Ah, not so clever now, are we? At last I found a way to put the pressure on you, Mortimer.
Look, just calm down, monsieur.
You stopped me from ending it all. Because of you, I've had to pay for it. You don't know what it's like. He's in your head. He's in your soul. I never want to feel that again.
Jack, I did not betray you.
You're just like him.
okay, ich verkacke. Ich bin nicht wie Mortimer. Mortimer lügt, ich weiß gerne, was hier los ist. Wie kann der was wagen? Ich werde so verkacken.
Jack, I've only just found out that I'm his son. You can't hold that against me.
You don't understand. You're already in his clutches. Everything was set up to bring you here and reveal the secret of your birth to you. Open your goddamn eyes! You've always been under his thumb! So, what are you gonna do now? You've just found out your true nature. What difference does it make?
Jack, I can assure you that what Lord Mortimer just told me makes no difference.
That's what you think. But you're already in his hands. And you don't even know it, Louis.
No, Jack, it's the contrary. Everything that's been happening here has been carefully planned by the Golden Order for months, and everything is going exactly as planned. Lower your weapon. It's all right. It's over. You'll make it through, and you're going to get your life back.
You're just like him. You are already. You can't see it, or you don't want to see it, but it's already too late. In fact, I haven't got any choice.
You always have a choice. You know very well what will happen to you if you shoot me.
Wenn mich erschießt, kann niemand Mortimer aufhalten. Seine Tochter wird ohne Vater erwachsen. Warum ist hier ein Punkt vor?
You're going to be held accountable, and you will lose everything, starting with your freedom, and then your head.
I told you, I don't care.
Not about yourself, maybe, but what about your daughter? It wouldn't be the same for her, would it?
Shut up! Shut up!
She will be alone, in a world that you know is hostile. What will become of her?
That's true, but...
Don't abandon her. Not a second time. It's your last chance, my friend. It's over. Come now.
You know what I told you. Evil and good depend on you, and not on your nature.
Yes, it's true, and the same holds true for all of us.
Monsieur Peru, I am willing to overlook this latest scene. You can thank my son for that. I think, however, that you ought to take your leave for your good and ours, as well as that of your daughter.
Tschüss. Na dann. Ich mochte ihn zwar nicht, aber irgendwie doch und irgendwie es ist gut, dass ich ihn jetzt rausziehe aus dem
Not too
Kreis.
shaken up. You've experienced many significant events since your arrival.
Ja.
To tell you the truth, I don't get much time to ask myself those questions.
Quite right. Best not to react to all this too suddenly. Take some time to think about it all. For now, I think you ought to find Sarah, my son. You ought to talk things over with her.
So she's been lying to me all along?
Let her justify herself. What's done is done. Sarah must explain herself. You must clear the air. We'll have all the time we need to talk afterwards. But all in good time. Before you join her, I'd like to give you something. As a demon, I would like to introduce you to your first talent.
What do you mean?
Open your mind, my son. Relax. You hold immense power. It's already there inside you. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Just let me show you the way.
I should relax.
Open your mind. Hear my voice. Feel the vibrations and listen to what has been happening to you deep inside, but which you have been concealing. Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
I can hear something.
Now breathe.
It's a sound, very faint.
That's right. Concentrate on it. My voice is growing fainter, but I am here.
Whispers, words, mixed voices.
Focus on one of them. Don't be afraid.
I sense a stream. Some words are clear, but not all of them.
Let them enter into your mind.
Hear them. Now I can hear a clear voice.
Well done, Louis. Congratulations.
What was it?
You are now able to read people's minds.
What?
You heard me. From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts. So, if you need to know something in particular from someone, all you have to do is make them think about it.
Okay, ist das nicht geistiger Missbrauch? Würde ich nicht Privatsphäre vielleicht?
But it'd be a violation of their most intimate thoughts, wouldn't it?
To begin with, there's nothing obliging you to do it. You already had the ability without even knowing it. I just gave you the option of putting it into practice if you want. Moreover, it would be wrong to evoke morality here. Every species is different, Louis, and this is the way we are made. That's all there is to it. You are free to use this talent or not. And what's more, it will be up to you to decide what to do with the thoughts you read. That is where the values of right and wrong do come into play. There are also a few rules you need to know that govern this talent when used between ourselves. You can read the thoughts of demons as well as of humans. But be careful. A demon more experienced than yourself will know that you are spying and will often react quite violently. It's considered bad form to play around the psyche of another demon. It's a question of courtesy. But let's be clear. What is most considered bad form is getting caught. So I would advise against trying to read the thoughts of Gregory, for example.
Home?
Yes, the old grump is touchy and rather a stickler about the conventions. On that note,
Okay.
go and see Sarah, Louis. Otherwise, she might leave without you. We'll continue this discussion later if you want. Just join me in my study when you've finished.
Gedankenlesen. Du kannst nun die vordergründigen Gedanken eines Gesprächspartners annehmen. Jedes Mal, wenn du einen Gedanken liest, kostet dich das einen Essenzpunkt. Und du erhältst einen Punkt, wenn du es mit einer Immunität zu tun hast. 3 Punkte durch das Ausnutzen einer Schwäche und 3 Punkte durch den Verzehr von ihr. Bärnchen. Okay.
You're right. I need to go now. See you later, Lord Mortimer.
One more thing. If you want to know the truth about your birth, ask her about Paris, 1763, at 12 Rue des Martyrs. That's where she disemboweled your mother to steal you from me.
Na, das kann ja jetzt was werden.
It's not that I regret all these discussions, but I must hurry to the wharf.
Ja. Habe ich hier noch was Sinnvolles? Okay. Auf zur Tür. Die ich diesmal öffnen kann. Und ich bin wieder im vorderen Garten, den ich noch nicht betreten hatte.
Great. Honey.
So nicht. Endlich habe ich wieder 2 Punkte. Hier geht's rein. Hier ist eine Münze. Hier ist ein geschlossenes Tor. Hier ist auch kein Durchgang. Und nun geht's an den Steg runter. Die Treppe hatte ich ja vorhin schon genutzt. Hier hatte ich die Tür ja schon geöffnet am Anfang. Gelee Royal ist immer gut. Solange ich es nicht sinnlos verschwende. Ich habe aber auch nicht... 3 Essenzpunkte, negative Effekte, Konzentrationspunkte und der Joker. Ja, diese blauen Spiegelungen.
Emma, what are you doing here?
Was?
You wouldn't have seen... Mother? No! No, what's happened? No, Mother! No!
She's ruined my life, Louis. I am
Okay.
sorry.
What were you thinking?
Emma meant everything to me. Your mother destroyed everything by shooting her. She was me, and I was her.
Ja. Aber Sarah hat Emma nicht getötet. Ich musste mit ihr reden.
I needed to talk to her. She was going to tell me everything.
I am sorry. I did what Emma would have done.
Okay.
Dear God, I beg you, make him kill me. I've had enough of it all. I no longer have the strength in me.
Du willst getötet werden? Ich kann keinen töten.
You're the one who killed Emma, not my mother.
And it wouldn't have happened if Sarah hadn't struck out at Emma first.
Get out of here. Why have you always lied to me? Why didn't you ever tell me I was his son?
Ich habe finde, dass Napoleon Bonaparte in den Besitz der Lanze gelangt. Ich habe Jacques Peroux davon überzeugt, nicht zu schießen. Ich habe meinen dämonischen Wesen erfahren. Ich bin nicht rechtzeitig gekommen, um Sarah die Reché zu retten. Ich hätte eine Diskussion mit Manuel Godoy haben können. Ich habe Herzogin Hillsborough nicht davon abgehalten, Sarah Reché zu erschießen. Ich habe nicht Sarah de Rechés Lügen aufgedeckt. Ja, sie ist ja gestorben. Okay, ich habe Lesen freigeschaltet. Ich mache jetzt hier die Dinger voll. Und ich kenne mich noch in Psychologie aus. Und ich kann immer noch nichts lesen. Schade.